All right, so we have the GoPro Mission 1 Pro, and I wanted to test this thing out in daylight. We're gonna jump on the skateboard. We're gonna compare it to the Hero 12, the Hero 13, and even throw in the Ace Pro 2 and Action 6, just so you could see the image quality. Right now I'm shooting at 8K, 50 frames per second, and I'm gonna put the information on the screen when you know like what it is. But just let you be able to see it, make sure you turn your computer or your phone on the highest quality so that you can actually see what it's supposed to look like. Especially because people are asking about that 1-inch sensor and that new GP3 chip. And because we are going to be losing a light soon, I'll be doing a low light test on tomorrow's video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Hit that subscribe button, and let's get started.
MrBlack.
Okay, so I'm actually going to voice over this part because I'm looking at the footage and I can kind of tell you what we're looking at. I'll put the different cameras and settings on the screen on the video, and sometimes we'll scale up to 400% so you can actually see the difference in the quality of that level. But just going on this smooth pavement, every single one of these cameras, by the way, looks flawless in the daytime. But I will say there's a massive catch that you feel immediately while riding, and that is the weight. The Hero 12 and 13 hover around 155 grams, and that's practically weightless on an extension pull. The Mission 1 Pro weighs a hefty 207 grams. When you're holding that out on the selfie stick at arm's length, you definitely feel the leverage change. It's not the end of the world, but you definitely can feel that. If you use a lightweight plastic mount, that extra weight can cause the camera to slowly tilt down over hard bumps, so you might need heavier duty mounts for this monster. So looking at the Hero 12 and 13, that Hyper Smooth 6.0 is doing a great job keeping the horizon kind of locked. And despite the smaller sensors, when I zoom in 4 times, they still do a decent job on the quality, whether it's in light or shadow. But let's compare that to the Mission 1 Pro. With the 8K resolution, zoomed in 4 times, you get a lot more detail. I mean, this looks very clear. And with that 14 stops of dynamic range, the highlights stay perfectly preserved in the sun or shade. But quickly, just to pop on the competition here, we have Action 6. It does handle the heavy vibrations beautifully with rock steady. Daytime colors can look a little bit over contrasty, but man, that picture does look really good. Ace Pro 2 also looks incredibly sharp, but its electronic stabilization creates a slight warp when hitting intense like off-road bumps, which you're not really seeing here. But definitely if you're hitting some harder bumps, you'll definitely see it. But overall, I'd say that the Mission 1 Pro feels incredibly natural and it looks really high quality. Obviously, we have slow motion that we could jump into, and we'll save that one for another video. There's different fields of view, different frame rates, and different ways that we could test all of these things out. It does take a long time to skate back and forth the same path with different cameras. Going through all of the footage here, if you're a casual rider who just wants to clip your daily commutes or weekend cruises, the Hero 12 and 13 are the winners. They're lighter, cheaper, and the Hyper Smooth is more than enough for smooth pavement. And that's for the GoPro. I would say the Action 6 gives you much more, and the Ace Pro 2 even more options and cooler creative shots. So I'd probably go with one of those over the 12 or 13. But if you're filming high-end action, you need to capture extreme slow motion without losing your resolution, or you find yourself constantly riding through a mix of light and heavy dirt paths, the Mission 1 Pro is an absolute cinematic powerhouse. Which daytime footage looks the cleanest to you? I'd love to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments, and we're going to wrap it up with the different cameras so you can hear the onboard mics. All right, so we're going to wrap this up, and I wanted to actually give you a difference in the microphones as well as just hand holding it out. This is Action 6 right now, 4K 50 frames per second, rock steady on. Screen looks good, very clean and clear. How does it sound? All right, let's jump over to the Ace Pro. All right, so now Ace Pro 2, 8K, and hand holding it out. There's definitely some things that are different because you have a flip up screen, but this is what it sounds like with the microphone right there. Also, image quality wise, just hand holding it, no selfie stick, not bad. All right, this is the Hero 12 and the microphones. Just on the image that I'm seeing on the front screen, it looks so like out of focus, and I'm holding it pretty far away. Especially compared to the other ones, but yeah, what are your thoughts? I'm not really trying to compare these to the Ace Pro 2 and to the Action 6. It's mainly to compare them between the 12, 13, and the Mission Pro, but One thing I also add on this little segment here is I definitely notice a difference between the touchscreen of the Mission 1 Pro, how smooth it is touch-wise. I mean, it's just as good as the Action 6 and the Ace Pro 2 now. All right, so now we're on the Hero 13. This actually looks even wider. This looks way better than on the 12. How does that look? How does it sound from the microphones? Am I covering one of the mics with my hands? I might be, but there we go. So now we're gonna go to the Mission 1 Pro. This is what it sounds like, the microphone's coming out of it. This is what it looks like. You be the judge. Make sure you have the highest quality settings turned on. This is me just hand holding it right now. Yeah, you can see like the shadow of it on my face, but it's not bad. I don't mind this thing at all. I'm starting to actually like it a little bit. You might be also thinking, hey, get more footage. Do you realize how hard it is to skate up and down the same path so many times with different cameras? And I didn't want to use like the Trident selfie stick where you have like 3 on one of them. I just wanted to kind of do that. So at least you get to see what it looks like in this real world case scenario. That's my job here, is just to post the footage so that you can see it. Now you can hear what it sounds like, and then helps you decide if you're looking for something like this. I'll put links to everything down in the description. Other than that, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for the low light one, because I feel like that's going to be a little bit more interesting than this one. So we're going to do a low light test on the next video. So stick around. See you next time.